Organs of the human body are commonly grouped into several systems. Each body system includes organs and structures that serve a common purpose. We already know that every human has a digestive system that can perform certain functions, from food digestion, absorption of nutrients from food, and also defecation, which is the last step in digestion. Hi, I'm teacher Iman. In this video, I will teach and emphasize about defecation in detail under a chapter of 9, which is Nutrition and Human Digestive System. Before we go through the lesson, here the learning standard, which at the end of the lesson, students should be able to explain the function of large intestine in absorption of water and vitamins, and students will be able to explain the function of large intestine in the formation of feces. Okay everyone, these are several processes that involve, which are step 1, digestions, step 2, absorptions, and last step 3, defecation. We have already learned digestion and absorption. However, for the food that was unable to absorb or known as undigested food, together with dead cell, epithelial cells, fibers meaning it comes from the cellulose wall of the plant cell that we eat, and water will enter the large intestine. And all these substances that I have mentioned before will move through peristaltic action along the large intestine. Now we will look at the diagram of large intestine before we go through about the details of defecation. First, as you can see from this picture, colon. Colon is actually the large intestine itself, or the other name of large intestine. Next, cecum, and the small part, there is our appendix. At the very end, we have rectum, and the last part of large intestine, we have anus. There are two main functions of large intestine. The first function is absorption of water and vitamins. Water here will include water and mineral salts. As for vitamins, these include metabolic byproducts of some bacteria such as vitamin B, vitamin K, and also folic acid. Next, the second function of large intestine is the formation of feces. Now, what is the importance of water and vitamin absorption in the large intestine? The absorption of water in large intestine helps to form semi-solid feces. This process also enables our body to retain water. As for the absorption of vitamin, it ensures to maintain the health. Before we go through the process of defecation, let's understand several words related to the process of defecation. For defecation, it is the process of elimination of feces from the digestive tract, while the feces itself is the waste material eliminated from the large intestine. In the process of defecation, we have peristalsis, which is a series of wave-like muscle contractions that allowing for the propulsions of contents. So now, the process of defecation. In the step 2, which is the absorption of nutrients, occurs in the small intestine, which is ileum. The remaining undigested food which was not absorbed in the ileum will enter the large intestine and remain in the colon, result in the formation of feces. Here, feces consists of dead cells from the inner layer of the intestine, waste products such as bipigments, bacteria, and of course, toxic substances that has to be eliminated from the body. Next, undigested food channeled into the cecum of the large intestine by peristaltic movement and then into the colon. Here, the wall of colon will secrete mucus which help to bind the feces and lubricates the movement of feces along the colon. For your information, the movement of feces will take 12 to 24 hours before entering the rectum. Here, rectum will absorb water from the feces, making it semi-solid. And now, the rectum will store the feces temporarily. After that, the accumulation of feces in the rectum increases the pressure in the rectum, causing the urge to expel the feces out of the body. When it's full, muscular wall contract to produce feces through the anus. Let's look on the additional information about defecation, which is constipation. If defecation is delayed too long, constipation may result. Constipation occurs when the feces become too dry. When colony contents are retained for longer periods of time than normal, more than usual amount of water is absorbed from feces, so they become hard and dry. To identify constipation precisely, Bristol stool chart usually used. If you can see here, there are differences between constipation and healthy feces in terms of shape and texture. For picture 1 and 2, it is the example of constipation, and for 3 and 4, it is the example of healthy feces. There are several reasons for constipation to occur. One of it is drinking insufficient of water, unhealthy diet, medicine, pregnancy, stress, a change of scenery, age, and last one is sedentary lifestyle. To prevent from constipation, we need to drink plenty of fluids. For example, drink 8 glasses of water daily. Second, avoid the intake of caffeine, high-fat foods, and refined sugars. Third, eat a well-balanced fiber-rich diet with fruits, for example, raisins, prunes, apples, vegetables, and whole grains. Fourth, exercise regularly. Fifth, establish regular bowel habits, including providing privacy for individuals using the bathroom. And lastly, schedule regular toileting, especially after meals when the urge to defecate is normally the highest. Can constipation cause internal damage or lead to the other health problems? Yes, there are a few complications that could happen if you don't have soft and regular bowel movements. Some complications include: first, swollen and inflamed veins in your rectum. This is a condition called hemorrhoids. Second, tears in the lining of your anus from hardened stool trying to pass through. This is the condition called anal fissures. Third, an infection in pouches that sometimes form of the colon wall from stool that has become trapped and infected. This is a condition called diverticulitis. Fourth, a pile up too much stool or poop in the rectum and anus. This is a condition called fecal impaction. And lastly, damage to your pelvic floor muscle from straining to move your bowels. These muscles help to control your bladder. Too much straining for too long a period of time may cause urine to leak from the bladder. This is a condition called stress urinary incontinence. Alright, now let's look into the role of microorganisms in the large intestine. The large intestine has a huge population of bacteria which provide habitats for two different groups of bacteria. There is useful bacteria and harmful pathogenic bacteria. E. coli is one of the useful bacteria which normally found in the colon. The bacteria will live symbiotically in the colon by digesting organic substances and also producing vitamin B and K, which are then absorbed into the body. The useful bacteria also produces antibiotics to control the growth of harmful bacteria. For example, Lactobacillus acidophilus. It secretes acidophilic antibiotic, impedes the life cycle of the pathogenic bacteria. Lastly, useful microorganisms are important in maintaining the balance of stable environment in the alimentary canal. Now you already know the functions of large intestine, including the absorption of water and vitamins. and also the formation of feces. You may also do some activities that have been provided by scanning the code here. Hope this video can help you to understand this topic well. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.